I'm SADIQA Reynolds, President and CEO of the Louisville Urban League, and I want to thank you all so much for making time to be here today and for really everything you've done to help make this program successful.
My head is not on right.
Get your hat on right. That would be very helpful. You got it, Jasmine? This is going to be, already I can just tell, the most informal graduation ceremony we have had. But I hope that it doesn't take away from recognizing how strong and resilient you all are really to have made it through under these conditions. I just got off another call, and I don't want to take too much time, but I am going to take as long as I want to say what I'd like to say, because I just got off another call, and I was really talking them through what it is to be already in the situation that we find so many of our clients in, and particularly you guys and you ladies and gentlemen who have decided to come and go through these classes right now because you do want to make a better life. And so to be there already and fighting so hard for yourselves and for your families, and then to be presented with a pandemic, you know, COVID-19, and for us to have to work through that, and then to be presented with so much police brutality back to back to back, or just really inhumanity, because in some cases, I mean, let's just be honest about what we've all been traumatized about. I mean, there are years and years of it, but if we just talk about recently, Ahmaud Arbery, I mean, watching him be killed on video and understanding that prior to having that video, we were under the impression that people tried to make us believe that he was a burglar. He was, you know, just somebody who had to be killed. He couldn't, you know, he was out there running and stealing from homes, and this community had so much theft, and this had to be done. And so then we see the video, and then we get more and more information. So we have the trauma of that. And then, of course, in our own community, Breonna's story, you know, the way that case was presented to us in March, and feeling like, you know, this was a drug house that police knocked in the door on, and the male suspect, we were under the impression that the male suspect that fired at police was the male suspect that they were looking for, and only to find that Kenneth Walker has no criminal record. Breonna has no criminal record. Breonna was an essential worker. There were no drugs found in her home. And then while we are fighting to get Kenny Walker out of jail and to hear the 911 tape that his lawyers and Breonna's lawyers say was made, when we finally hear the tape, it confirms what he said. And then in the middle of it all, I don't remember the timing, we have George Floyd, and we have to watch him be murdered in the street with the officer's knee in his neck. And the trauma of all of this, like, I want you all to know, I am the president and CEO of the Urban League here in Louisville. I have a law degree. I have a very nice life, and the stress has almost broken my soul. So for you to continue under these conditions in this country, in this city, you need to know there is nothing you cannot achieve. This class was hard to begin with. This shit is tough to start with. Trying to overcome structural racism and all of the things that are not for us, and then doing this in the middle of all of that, for me, you are heroes. And life has never been easy for you. It is not going to be easy tomorrow. But your tenacity to get through this, please do not ever give up on yourself. Please do not stop. Please, there is something special about you. I have no idea why God would allow us to suffer so much, but it is happening, and we are going on, and you are going on and completing this task that you started. So no matter what the obstacles are, please hang in there. And to the folks who have stayed with us, who have sponsored these classes, who have interviewed our participants, who have in some cases hired them. I don't have any notes in front of me. I'm supposed to say all the names. I can't remember. I told y'all they put off a bomb by my building last night, so my nerves are shot. But I want to say to you, what you are doing matters. We keep hearing about silence and white silence. And what I'm saying, when you interview people that the Urban League is helping to train, when you say, I am going to hire someone from this program, and if they do great, that's great, I'll bring on 5 more. And if they mess up, you know what? I'm still going to keep going. I'm still going to keep trying. That is you not being silent. That is you investing in change. That is you doing something. And that is what we need. We are at a crossroads in our country in ways that I did not even imagine would happen in this way. Every single state in the United States of America has protesters in some city. This is a revolution. And there will be 2 sides, period. There will be no gray. And so for you to support our team, these trainees, to invest in their success says something about you too. And I appreciate that so much. So I just want to thank you all, and to the staff at the League, Betty, Fox, Crystal, Lisa, I can't even see everybody, and then KentuckianaWorks folks for supporting us. Listen, this work matters. We matter. Black lives matter. And don't ever give up. You have already beaten so many odds. So congratulations on your graduation. Thank you to every company that has been supportive on this or other classes. I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for indulging me. I am emotional. And anybody that you know, anybody that looks like me that is not emotional, they are faking it. We all need counseling at some point. This is a traumatic period to live through. And to finish a class in the midst of that, y'all, there is nothing average about you. There is nothing average about this class, none of you. You have every obligation to be successful because you've already proven you can. So thank you so much. Everybody take care. I'm going to hop out and go get my driver's license.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you for the opportunity. I just came from getting my driver's license.
I'm going to take a picture of the screen before I leave.
Yes, ma'am. We thank you also.
Hold on.
You were saying there's something different about this group. We're a God-friend group.
All right now.
The Urban League, like they'll tell you.
I love it. I think it's because there's so many women in this group, right? Is that what it is?
Oh, most definitely.
That's what it is. All right. Well, thank you all so much.
You already took the picture?
I took it. Oh, wait a minute. Want me to take another one? Oh, y'all
Thank you.
high maintenance too on top of it. Okay, hold on. One more. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. I'm getting out of here.
Okay, so we have a short video that will tell you a little bit about the KY Bills program. So Lyndon, if you can show the video.
The Louisville Urban League delivers cutting-edge strategies for jobs, justice, education, health, and housing, and brings all those forces together in Kentuckiana Builds. Kentuckiana Builds is a partnership a partnership that unites the Louisville Urban League and KentuckianaWorks with the Kentucky Cabinet for Education and Workforce Development and the U.S. Department of Labor. Kentuckiana Builds opens doors for men and women who take bold steps in the dynamic construction sector. In just 6 weeks, students earn 3 game-changing national credentials: National Center for Construction Education and Research, known in the industry as NCCER, OSHA 10, and First Aid CPR. Health navigation, housing counseling, financial skill building, essential workplace habits, job placement, followed by a powerful career launching supports like work boots, starter tools, and transportation planning are all incorporated into the Kentuckiana Builds program. 88 regional contractors and specialty craft skills companies have employed Kentuckiana Builds graduates. "12 hours of college credit can be earned when graduates register and complete one 3-hour class at Jefferson Community and Technical College." Every Kentuckiana Builds class is unique. Every class faces their own extraordinary challenges. Together, we unite and overcome those challenges. Students graduate with a career blueprint and the materials they need to build a skyscraper of a life. Meet the great men and women of today's Kentuckiana Builds class. Anthony Carpenter, Deandra Gideon, Anicia Jackson, Tahima Moore, Janae Nibbs, Jasmine Swain, Shanzetta Taylor, and T1 Williams. These Kentuckiana Builds students have each taken the small steps necessary in this field that will lead to greatness for them and their families.
Great, that was great. So now I'm going to turn it over to Janae Nibbs. She's one of our graduates, and she has a few words that she would like to share with us. So Janae, if you could, go ahead, and she will give us a little bit of a testimony background on her. Go ahead, Janae.
Yes, my name is Janae Nibbs, and first off, I would like to thank the Louisville Urban League for this opportunity that we all have taken, like she said, through this crazy time we have. And I actually chose to go through this program through the Urban League because first, like in high school, I did a little welding. Like, I love working with my hands, and throughout the years, I've been in factory jobs. It's not where it's at. So, you know, I did it to make the ways for my family. And so I took this opportunity to make a better way for my family. My spouse, she's watching. And then we got 2 little girls. They push me even harder every day. And we got 5 women in this class. They said they needed more women, so we heard. I got 2 of my closest friends. We more like family. We all in here graduating together today, and I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of everybody that's in our class. Don't never limit yourself. Always be great. Thank you, Ms. Betty, for this opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome, Janae. You're fabulous. You're wonderful. Thank you all. Thank you very much. So go ahead, T1. It's on you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is T1 Williams, and I'm just coming just to say thank you. Thank you to the Ms. SADIQA Reynolds and the Louisville Urban League for this opportunity. I oftentimes think about how we as people, we like to see progress in maybe in our finances, progress. We always want to see progress, whether it's career-minded progress. We just, as people, we always want to see progress. And so when I think about, even out in the Bible, how in the book of Exodus, Moses, he was afraid of progress, but God sent an Aaron to help him. So that's the way that I see the Louisville Urban League. I see the Louisville Urban League as being our Aaron that God sent. And so I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for the Louisville Urban League. And then finally, to my classmates, if you remember some of those videos, some of those motivational videos that we watched, you remember that one of the speakers said that that we should be the aspirin to somebody's headache. And I just think that, you know, we have finished, but the fight is not over. And that we need to go back. We need to go back and make sure that we grab up somebody else and bring them along, introduce them to the program. And if you imagine what that would do to our community, how strengthened that would make our community. It will do great things, because there are a lot of people that don't believe that they could do just a little 6-week class. But if you encourage them and if you pull them along and you show them that, yes, you can do it. I did it. You can do it. We can go a lot further than what we are now. Thank you.
Well, T1, you missed. I'm telling you, that's a round of applause right there. You missed your call.
Hallelujah.
Amen, right? Amen. So it gives me pleasure to introduce you Angela Wilson. Angela is the Program Director, Adult Career Services for KentuckianaWorks. They are a wonderful partner with the League. They have helped us through these tough times as well. So Angela, if you could, go ahead and share with us today.
All right, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
I knew I only had a few minutes, so I wrote a few words down. I do want to say, Tawan, that you and I, we're in the same headspace. So first I want to say it's just congratulations. I'm getting an echo. Congratulations on your achievement today and your graduation. I do know in the Kentuckiana Builds program that you learned a lot about responsibility. I know that you also heard the saying that with success comes great responsibility. You now have the responsibility to yourself, to your family, community, and to the Louisville Urban League. As African Americans, we don't have the luxury to have singular focuses. The world right now is blissfully aware of the murder of Breonna Taylor and the justice we all too often have to beg for. So you have the responsibility, like Tawan mentioned earlier, that we all have to reach back and help the next person as the League has done for you. That responsibility can look a variety of ways. That could be monetary, that could be volunteering, that could be being a mentor, just to name a few, but you got to figure out how you can give back. So in the words of my forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, success isn't about how much money you make, it's about the difference you make in people's lives. So congratulations, everybody, and move forward boldly.
Thank you, Angela. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you. I like that quote.
Thank you.
So now we're excited that we have an opportunity to hear from our sponsors of the this particular cohort. So we have with us Dan Long, who's the Vice President of LPX Inc. and it's a subsidiary of Louisville Paving Construction Company. They're our sponsors. We're glad to have them on board as our sponsors, and I'm going to turn it over to Dan to say a few words.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Let me just kind of walk through the structure of our company a little bit. LPX is a holding company, and within that holding company, there are 5 other companies. And obviously the best known of those companies is Louisville Paving and Construction. We've got Pace Contracting, which does wastewater treatment facilities. They do pump stations, they do streetscapes. We also have a company called Material Transfer. You've seen a lot of our dump trucks on the road, I'm sure. Some of our lowboy trucks hauling heavy equipment around town. That's our transportation group. We have a small company called Bluegrass Testing that does testing and analysis on aggregates. So they're doing testing on asphalt, and concrete. And we do that for municipalities, we do it for competitors, we do it for a variety of different people. And we also, excuse me, have a company called Westcott Construction that's only been with us. It's a partnership. It's only been with us for about 2 years. They actually do some vertical construction. They'll do commercial and residential. They're best known for high-end remodeling. So that's a little bit of story about us. Like you say, Louisville Paving and Construction by far is the largest of the 5 companies, and we're the ones that have been participating most actively with the Urban League. And I've been with the company for about 3 years, and I've been involved with in partnership with the Urban League for about that same period of time. So we've seen a lot of growth together. But this is our 2nd class that we've sponsored. What's interesting about this class is that, you know, it's obviously virtual, and, you know, we're doing a lot of meetings virtually. And you know, what's also interesting is you can find out how productive you can be being virtual. I think you can be more productive a lot by doing it this way. And it's kind of neat that this class has gone through this because in my opinion, you've learned a new skill. You've learned a new skill in communication, how effective it can be. And this is a smaller class. And I just think it's pretty cool that you all have made it through the class. And, you know, we are very proud to be a sponsor. We're very proud to continue our relationship with the Urban League. And, you know, one thing we're missing today is the lunch. You know, it's unfortunate we don't have the lunch that we could sponsor today, but instead of the lunch, we're going to make a $1,000 donation to the Urban League. And Betty, I'll work those details out with you later. So I think hopefully that'll help keep the momentum, keep things going at the Urban League. And again, you know, I'm just extremely impressed with I said this last time that we got up and spoke, that extremely impressed with the women of the Urban League. We got Betty, Jody, we got Crystal, we got Lisa, and then of course we got Frank, Paul, and John as the instructors. And working with all of you has been just a great experience for Louisville Paving and Construction. And I want to thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate your active participation. You all have been there for us through ups and downs and crazy turnarounds. And so we really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that donation too. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I know Callie has a couple of words that she would like to say. So Callie, if you could, she's their HR business partner with Louisville Paving and Construction. And I believe she has an announcement to make.
Yeah, so just echo everything that Dan just said. It's always an honor and a pleasure to work with the Urban League and to meet members of each class as they move through the process. And this class was no different, although we discovered technical difficulties along the way and trying to schedule mock interviews and interviews. We survived, we overcame those technical difficulties, and congratulations again. There are 4 members of this class that received 40 points. So 40 points, it's a point system that's used throughout the class. And participants who arrive on time, who are punctual, who attend every part of the program without any issues, receive a special recognition for their effort and hard work throughout the program. And so there were 4 participants that had 40 points for this class. So I just want to take a moment to recognize them. They are Janae Nibbs, Tion Williams, Dee Gidron, and Shanzetta Taylor. So round of applause around for them. And on behalf of Louisville Paving and Construction, we wanted to present them with a special award. So they each received a gift card to Lowe's in their email box just before the graduation. So be sure to check your email for those, and hopefully that will be a little jumpstart into your construction career. Speaking of construction careers, we're also excited to announce that we are hiring a member of this class. And so again, on behalf of Louisville Paving and Construction, we want to welcome Anthony Carpenter to the team who will be working in our Avoca plant operations. So thank you.
Yes.
We're excited to bring you on board. And again, we look forward to continuing to participate and hire more graduates in the future from Urban League classes. I believe, go ahead, Betty. I was just going to introduce the next company, but you probably were doing that as well.
No, you go ahead. No, I want to thank you all. We really appreciate that when you all come in and you hire from the class, because it's very important after they go through that 6 weeks of this training and they're eager to get out there and get into the workplace, and to have companies like Louisville Paving on board to hire these grads makes us feel proud to have you all as a partner. So thank you.
Thank you, Betty.
So,
I believe Aero Electric, Dionne, if you also have an announcement to make.
I do. First, this is so emotional. Whew. I don't know if you can see the tears, but I am so blessed that Alan Kopp, who is our HR director, asked me to sit in on this. This is, actually, I think it's my third, Betty. I think it's my third graduation that we've participated in. So first, I want to thank Betty and Jody and all the members of the Urban League who are doing a wonderful job. And I want to congratulate all the graduates. You all have, I don't know if I could have done it in these trying times and everything that's going on in the world. You're amazing. And I'm going to cry again. So sorry. I'm just so tickled.
Yeah, baby, it's okay.
Whew. I'm just so tickled that Aero has gotten to be a part of this program. And Betty and Jody, I hope you all know we want to continue our growing relationship with you all. But we're especially excited today because we're getting a new team member. I met T1 Williams yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. I can't remember my days anymore. You don't know this, T1, but when I walked you into the conference room, I went into Alan Kopp and I said, we got to have him. And Alan said, really? I said, I'm telling you, true gentleman, true gentleman. And after your all's interview, Alan came out and he said, we got to get him. And I said, yeah, we do. So I am so excited and happy that this morning, Mr. T1 Williams accepted a position here at Aero Electric. And I cannot wait for your career path to start here with us. We are beyond excited. So from Alan Kopp, our HR director, Scott Livesay, our president, and myself and all of us here at the Big A is what we call ourselves. Welcome. And to the Urban League, again, thank you, Kentuckiana Builds. Thank you for including us. And we look forward to a growing partnership and relationship with you all in the future.
Well, thank you so much, Deanna. You have me getting ready to cry.
Great job, Juan.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you can see the tears, but they are just flowing.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Juan.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
For
Daryl,
sure.
thank you.
And congratulations on all of your all's hard work.
Well, thank you so much. And we are still working very diligently to get everybody from this class hired, but we really appreciate you for stepping up and hiring T1. He's a wonderful, fabulous young man, and he will be a great asset to your team. And thank you, Louisville Paving. You've hired one of our grads, and he will also be an asset. So we always appreciate the employer stepping up and partnering with us. So, you know, we have 311 Kentuckiana Builds graduates today. So that's really a major, major milestone for us. Even after mobilizing and going from the office to remote in a very short time frame, we still hit it out of the ballpark. So I want to give a shout out to the Louisville Urban League Center for Workforce Development team. They've done an awesome, awesome job. You know, we could not have accomplished this milestone without them and our NCCER instructors and other trainers that worked hard with us and took that leap of faith. You know, we really appreciate when they take that leap of faith and help us to deliver the program curriculum during this national crisis. So, you know, we have, our instructors have over 50 years experience in the construction industry. And so those instructors are Frank McAfee. He's with Mechanical Systems Contractors. We've got Paul Nelson, who's with New Legacy, John Oliva, who's a great instructor with the Builders Exchange of Kentucky, Gwen Fowler, she's our OSHA instructor with GLOW Workforce Development, and Tracy Brown, who's a CPR, who's our CPR instructor with One Source Lab. So I want to thank each and every one of them for their hard work, because we could not do it without them coming into the classroom every day and providing the training to all of our students. So I want to just thank you, thank you, thank you. So it gives me great honor and pleasure, and I want you all to join me in applauding the 8 men and women that will be graduating today. Today they have already received their official KYBL's hard hats. Hold up your hard hats, everybody. They got their hard hats, and they have their Louisville Urban League certificates of completion. So if you all have them with you in your hands, hold those up. And I tell you what, and then they also got the Girl Scouts step forward. They heard that we had all these women graduating, so they donated cookies to all the graduates as well. So we want to thank the Girl Scouts as well for donating those cookies to us. But in addition, what's more important is each one of them will receive 3 certifications. They will receive their National Center for Construction Education and Research, which is better known as NCCER, their OSHA 10 certification, and their CPR First Aid certification. And don't forget, I know you all hear this over and over, but upon completion of this course, since you have completed, you have 12 hours college equivalency for those of you that want to pursue your degree in this field. So anyways, as I move forward, you have, you've seen their pictures in the video, and I want to present to them some certificates. But before I do that, we have with us today someone who has been hired at Louisville Paving. I want him to speak before I actually present the certificates to everyone that will be graduating. So if you could, Broderick Richardson is one of our past KYBL's graduates. And Broderick, could you please give them a few words of encouragement and speak before they are presented their certificates today?
Hello, graduates. My name is Broderick Richardson, a former graduate of the Louisville Urban League KYBL program, where I was really blessed to be given the opportunity and then take advantage of it at the same time. To where I learned a lot about basic safety, and which really is a core part of construction, because there's a lot going on there. And you really want to be aware of what's going on. But I was really blessed with this opportunity, and blessed with a job to where I'm able to take care of myself, my 4 kids, you know, all kinds of insurance. So something that without this opportunity, I probably wouldn't have, you know, because I probably would never went to Louisville Paving looking for opportunity, looking for a job opportunity. I've probably been somewhere stuck in one of them warehouses, you know, just being content and happy with that. But now I'm able to really take what I learned from the KYBL program and went to Louisville Paving, where I really had no experience with what I'm doing right now. And I've been there going on a year, to where now I'm actually having big Tonka trucks, like something that I used to play with when I was a kid and probably dreamed of driving. And I was actually scared to get in it the first time, but they didn't give up on me. Like, they didn't give up on me. They pushed me, gave me the keys the very next day. Here, get in there. You know, to where now I'm actually driving it again today. Taking it one day at a time, moving forward, learning a little bit at a time each day. Not being in a rush, just taking it one day at a time. Like I said, I'll be there a year within the next month or so. I'm just continuously just moving forward, taking my time. And I advise y'all to, you know, take it easy. Don't go in there being in a rush. And, you know, just wake up in the morning ready to go to work with a smile and a positive attitude. That's it.
Well, thank you, Broderick, for those words of encouragement. And Broderick's been with the company now, like he said, for a year. He's got that stick-to-itness. You know, we talked about work ethics. Work ethics are very important, showing up to work on time. And you get with a great company like Louisville Paving and another great company like Arrow. Just get it, when you all get to work, when you get there, be sure to take everything that you've learned and shine, and you've got it. Like Angela just said, you've got this. So I want to, at this time, say the names of the graduates. And if you all could, Linda will unmute each one because they have just one. I told you all you had 30 seconds to say whatever you want to say. So I'm going to start with Anthony Carpenter. Anthony Carpenter.
I just want to thank the Louisville Urban League and everybody in the class for making it a little bit easier. And I can't wait to get to work.
Congratulations, Anthony. Our next one is DeAndre Gideon.
I just want to thank the Louisville Urban League for the opportunity, and to all the classmates, and especially to Tom, Tim, and Steve. We had a really trying time getting through this class when that young man in Minnesota died and called out for his mother. That was really hard for all our classmates, and for them to step up. And
so, DeAndre, I'm sorry, you froze and we didn't get to hear everything you had to say, but I want to say congratulations because what you said was very important in the beginning. And we just didn't get to hear the rest of it. Good. So let's go with.
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
That's
I really
fine.
don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I can't do it no more.
That's all right. That's okay. Let's go with
it anyway, D.
Tahima Moore. Well, she typed it in. So how about Janae Nibbs? We heard from you. You want to say something else? Congratulations.
Yes, Mom. I just want to say thank you to the Louisville Urban League. Our class is unique, and I'm proud of everybody.
Well, congratulations to you. So, Jasmine Swain.
I just want to say thank you, Louisville Urban League, and thank the class, man. Y'all made it easier for me, man. Plus, I'm ADHD, so y'all had me rolling. y'all had me glued to my seat, man. Thank y'all, man.
Shantetta Taylor.
I just want to say thank you to the Louisville Urban League and to my classmates. Y'all be great, for real. Everybody be great. I'm trying to be a boss. This is the next step to being the boss.
Oh, great. Congratulations. And last but least, T1.
Again, I just want to say thank you to the Louisville Urban League, the staff, for pouring into us, for helping us get to that next level. And to my classmates, go be great, because it's in you. Go be great. Every single one of y'all, just go do it. Don't ask no questions. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Go do it, because it's in you. Go be great.
I love that. Go be great. Yeah, let's give a round of applause for that. Yes, go be great.
Yeah.
So
go be great, y'all.
Go be great.
That's our class logo. Go be great.
That's our class motto right there. Yeah.
So remember, you all. I'm sorry, my light went out. So remember, you all, our relationship does not stop here. We are with you. We have your back. And more importantly, you are now part of the Louisville Urban League team and family. So congratulations. And I want to say, as we close out this graduation today, I want to thank everybody here. But I also want you to remember that the Louisville Urban League is dedicated to delivering to each and every one of you the best services in jobs, justice, health, education, and housing. We appreciate all of you, our sponsors, KentuckianaWorks. Thank you all. We could not do this without you all. The Kentucky Education and Workforce Development Cabinet, U.S. Department of Labor helps to fund this. And today's cohort sponsors, Louisville Paving and Construction Company. And we want to thank our volunteers. We had Elle Sherm come in and do some training for each and every one of you. And then also the Passionate Earth and Spirit Center for their enrichment courses. I know some of you all had talked about that mindfulness training and how that was actually changed your life. So
yeah, I loved it. Love that.
What'd you say about mindfulness?
They family now.
I love all of them right there.
They family. I love them. They family.
I love them right there.
That's great. That's great to hear that. We love the mindfulness people when they come in. And more than ever, we appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you all. And here's what I want to close with. Be sure you get out and register to vote, and don't forget to vote. That's the most important thing you can do right now to make change in this community. So vote, vote, vote. I want you all to be safe. I want you all to wear your mask. Okay, and I want to congratulate you all again and give yourself a round of applause. And I want to thank everybody for coming out today. So have a good day.
Oh, y'all.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'm proud of y'all, man. Y'all have a nice day, man.
Great job, guys.
You look good in those Urban League hats. They look good.
Congratulations. Stay strong.